make a hat out of it watching this video because in my hand I have a government white paper titled From PSYOP to Mind War, put out by Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino in the United States Army, where he outlined plans and recommended that the government beam down from satellites magnetic radiation or electromagnetic waves to either excite or sedate a population in conjunction with the government's propaganda. And to make it worse, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino, author of this paper, is also an infamous Satanist who has been accused of molesting children as part of satanic rituals back in the 1980s. In this paper, which is authentic, he explains, quote, the theory behind brainwashing was that physical torture deprivation would weaken the mind's resistance to suggestion, and this was true to a point. But he goes on to say, there are purely natural conditions under which minds may become more or less receptive to ideas, and mind war should take full advantage of such phenomena as atmospheric electromagnetic activity, air ionization, and extremely low frequency waves. And he cites a study here where it says infrasound could be used tactically as ELF waves endure over great distances and could be used in conjunction with media broadcasts as well. Of course, you've heard of the attack wearing a conspiracy theorists wear a tinfoil hat or should be wearing a tinfoil hat. And of course, the idea comes from some people think that the government are either beaming things into their brain or trying to read their mind. But here we have an authentic government white paper authored by a lieutenant colonel who's an infamous Satan worshiper, okay, where he outlines exactly those scenarios. So there are instruments out there that can detect these kinds of waves, and I recommend that people actually get them and maybe put them to use. Because I must just be paranoid. I must be a crazy conspiracy theorist for thinking that the United States government or foreign governments would actually put plans on paper and recommend using electromagnetic beams from satellites or even handheld units or in conjunction with cell towers. Who knows what they're doing to sedate the population or to excite them. Because I believe with certain RF detectors, certain kinds of equipment, if the government was to use some kind of device like this, it could most likely be. And how crazy is it? How sad is it that in the resistance, that some people should probably look into these weapons, these weapon detectors, to see if, in fact, our government ever uses this kind of weapon against its own people. I'm pretty sure that this is international law, certainly against the Constitution. But think about that. If they wanted to amp up the fear, not only do they do it on the television broadcast, the propaganda machines through Operation Mockingbird, but right here in PSYOP, Mind War, he clearly states that this technology could be used to excite the population. So think about that. If they wanted to amp up the anxiety for an entire city or perhaps even the entire country, let's say to get everybody scared about a certain news event on a certain day, it looks like, according to this white paper published 30 years ago, that they have the ability through the satellites or through other means to essentially radiate us to excite people, to cause people to get anxious, or if they want to calm people down, the from PSYOP to Mind War documents clearly state that they could be used to sedate people. So if people are starting to get a little bit too out of control, a little bit too much social unrest, people mad at the criminal Bilderberg banksters, the Council on Foreign Relations con artists, mad at the Illuminati puppet masters, it looks like the government could do something to calm everybody down. Oh, don't worry about it. You're just feeling very sleepy. Don't go out into the streets. Don't go out and protest. You're feeling very sleepy. Just stay home. Just watch more television. So, don't call me paranoid when the evidence for such technology and such plans is literally in my hand. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the previous videos, and there's more on.
Okay, Mr. Fix-It, Rick here again, and I've got a little experiment. So you can see I have my tinfoil safety tube on here, so you know this is another dangerous experiment that I'm bringing to you. I've got my EMP wireless modem here. It's emitting electromagnetic pulses, as I've shown in a previous video. I'll demonstrate here now. All above this wireless modem, there's a very strong pulse coming out, as you can hear. Now, and it goes, the field is actually quite high. There's places up to 3 or 4 feet away. This electromagnetic detector beta blocker radio here can actually detect. So I figure if I'm being hit by those electromagnetic pulses all the time, I wonder if people that have tinfoil hats are really as crazy as we think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a demonstration here of the tinfoil tube, and I'll put the spirit radio inside of it. We'll see if it makes a difference to the electromagnetic pulses received by the spirit radio. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It practically killed the electromagnetic pulse. I'll try that again here. See, there's the pulse. Put the radio inside the tinfoil tube. There's a little bit you can hear there. Otherwise, it blocks the electromagnetic pulse almost completely from the modem. So if this is your brain, this is your brain without the tinfoil tube. How's that for a woodpecker on your brain? And this is your brain in the tinfoil tube. Of course, maybe the tinfoil tube will do that to your brain waves too. It might tend to make them dissipate. In any case, that's an interesting little experiment.
Oh, hello. Well, think about what's happening here. You have to realize what the conditions they are putting us under. We are really losing ourselves here because they are manipulating society, socialism. They really want us to be communism, socialism. That's what they're end game is. Do you want to be a part of that, or do you want to not be a part of socialism, communism, and you're being run? You know, you're being destroyed. You have to wake up. So what we have to do, we have to realize that we are under this system that is fully trying to control us. Communism does, that's exactly what that is. And communism will control and kill all of us. What do you think? What happened in history? People need to understand that stuff because they don't understand history. So they don't understand that Marxism, communism, and all these things are real and that they've all happened in societies. Okay. So when we get down to it, we're talking about what's happened with, you know, World War II. You know, people say, oh, you know, look at the Jews, look at the, you know, Holocaust, look at all that stuff. But you guess what? There's a lot more to that than people think. And it's just a simple thing of that these evil ones, it's not simple, it's very complicated. The evil ones that want to control the world have taken over, and they will continue to move forward. But we have to stand our ground. Otherwise, they're just going to take over. You know, I can play so many videos. See, I can't play them though because I'll get a copyright strike. I'll get taken off YouTube. You know, of the truth. But the truth will not be shown because of, well, it will. Actually, it will be shown, but it's going to be hard for people to obtain. That's the biggest thing that people are facing in society now. So we are under the gun. Yeah. We are, look what's happening. People do not understand what's happening with the solar eclipse, everything else. It's all biblical. This is biblical. It's bigger than you ever could imagine. But yet people are still worried about, oh, well, let's go to McDonald's and get something to eat, you know, or whatever. That there's the problem. It's a huge issue that is being thrown to the wayside, but it really should be shown to everybody about what's going on biblically, the signs in the heavens. What we're seeing is absolutely incredible. You know, I don't know who can deny that, but I guess people will. It's okay. Let them deny that this is something that is huge. It's coming upon us, and it's biblical. It has to do with Jesus. It has to do with the heavens. You know, these things that are being shown are not some guy's idea of something. It is really what's going on. And the biblical aspect of what's coming, okay, is what people don't want to understand. Yeah. Put your tinfoil hat on, and you just don't see. That's where the majestic part of this is. But what it is really it's God telling you, hey, I'm showing you that I am in control. You're not in control. No one's in control. He's in control of all of it. And basically, when it comes down to it, it's up to him. It's not up to you. But we see the stuff coming, though, right? Like all the stuff we see is amazing. It's absolutely incredible what's happening. At least in my perspective. So that's something that, you know, I'll leave there. It's in my perspective. You may not believe what I believe, but for what I'm seeing in the world right now is we're coming to that. We're coming to a cataclysm. We're coming to this point where, you know, judgment's going to be done. It's going to be done, and there's no one who can get out of that. You're not getting out of it. I'm not getting out of it. Nobody is. But the Lord's going to put judgment on this earth because of where we are today. Think about it. Think about what we do as Americans. Now, I'm not a person that is condemning or condoning anything, but as far as war, blah, 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 right? That's what's killing us. We're condoning war. We're absolutely part of this, which is ridiculous. So we're promoting it. Why are we promoting war? When you need to be not promoting that at all, you should be promoting peace. Well, yep. Because it's just a part of the situation where, we want to kill people so we can make money. But I'm going to shut up for a second and let Aaron talk. But, that's where we're at. The war is a racket. It's always been. Everybody has to understand that. War is a racket. We've been killing people forever, and it's all unjust. There's no reason why we should ever have been doing any of that. We should have never been to war in Iraq. Never should have been to war in any of it. Go to World War I. Look at the eclipse of World War I when the eclipse happened. Think about that. It's biblical. It's not a joke. So I want people to understand that these things are reality. When that happened, it happened in within 40. The numbers are all there too, by the way. So if you want to look at the numbers, and you want to try to put these things together, you can simply do that. It's not hard to do. It's like a puzzle. You want to build a puzzle? Put it together. That's where I do my research. I put pieces together, and that's what we should all be doing. But people aren't doing that at all. They're just believing what they're told from some mainstream source or whatever. We need to figure that out so that we can all understand what really is happening. And it's bigger than anybody can think. It's bigger. It's about Jesus, about God. And that's what this eclipse is about. That's what this whole thing's about. No one really is understanding of it. They don't want to know because they're afraid. Well,
yeah, Tom, we definitely don't want to see you with your tinfoil hat on. And once that happens, we know it's serious.
It's serious. And
it is serious.
It's serious. And I'm telling you, nobody wants to seem to realize how serious the situation is. But I've got my tinfoil hat on right now, and it's
I
funny.
don't believe you.
It's kind of a joke.
There's no way. You're just one of them weird truthers from Florida. I don't believe you. I don't believe anything you say. I think you're going to have to show us. You really wearing your tinfoil hat?
See, people are going to have to take and understand certain things, man. And they're not going to be able to do it.
Tom, show everybody your tinfoil hat. Hold on. Let's get this all out of the way.
I know, I love your hat. That's awesome. Yours
Come on,
really
dude. Where's yours at?
Than mine. I just have a hat on. Yours
let's see
awesome.
it.
You got the eyes. You got the whole deal. Awesome.
Well, I thought this was the tinfoil hat show. Come on, dude. Where's yours?
Mine's here. I'll show you.
Come on. We're getting way too deep. You're going to start losing people. Come on.
It's just a tinfoil hat. But, people need to understand these things that they're not understanding, though. It's so deep that they can't grasp it. And they can't understand what's happening in the world. And those are big issues. So, where are we going to go here? I mean, you want to get, you want to save yourself? Do you want to, understand what's happening? Or do you want to just, write yourself off? Because I'm not writing myself off. I'm with the righteous one. Most people aren't. And they take it as some kind of weird fallacy or something. No, I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. I'm not a Christian. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Okay? I don't really care. See, people say, "Oh, you're some kind of Christian or something." No, I'm not. I'm a believer. And so there's a difference between that, big time. I don't label myself as anything. All I know is I know what I know is coming. And people can be all whatever they want to be, but hey, it's coming. One way or another, it's coming. The truth will be shown. It's coming. And everybody's gonna have to face that. So I don't know where people are or whatever their problem is in the world, but I guarantee you, man, I've been shown the fall, because the fall of it all is because you can't. Everybody's like, everything's fine, no problem. You know?
Yeah, I feel it more than ever, bud. I feel it more now than I have. And that's been building the last couple of days. But yeah, this eclipse. You know, I was reading a Facebook post earlier, and I'm trying to get off of there so I can. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything more about that. But anyways, saw a Facebook post, and a friend of mine, mom, 3 kids in the house, single mom, and she's like, the kids will not do anything else right now this weekend besides fight each other. There's nothing I can do. The kids are out of control. There's nothing I can do. I will pay someone to come over and straighten my kids out. and I'm not even kidding. That was a real post on Facebook about a couple hours ago. Yep. Yeah, there's smaller towns. It's obviously going to be mellow, but just like kind of I think the video said, I think Mark Dice, where it's either you're going to have a lot of almost creative energy, or it's like you're going to, all of a sudden be sitting in your closet. Go ahead.
I don't know what people think, but I personally think that this stuff is real. What's coming is real. And if everybody doesn't pay attention to, these things that are happening, okay, which are happening, and the sky is going to change. Everything's going on right now.
Yeah, can I just interject there real quick, because I live in Arizona, where it's so funny how we got the 2 sides of the United States covered right here. It's between you and I. Anyways, Arizona, it was nice and sunny, and everything looked pretty good, pretty clear yesterday. Got pretty warm, and all of a sudden this morning woke up with clouds, and that doesn't happen. And the way we were watching the clouds form today was really interesting. And I think we're going to talk a little bit more about manipulation and what could be happening with our eclipse here in a few more minutes down the road. We're hoping to get Linda Lemons in here with us and have her point of view, because she's got some good points of view between the 3 of us. We got some pretty good, aspects covered on what could be from our eclipse in the morning, tomorrow morning for me anyways. I believe it's probably 11:30 my time, but is it going to be cloudy in Arizona out of the middle of nowhere when it's always, we're out of monsoon season? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's raining outside right now in Arizona. It just came out of the middle of nowhere. It's raining. Okay. I think, and I'm a gambling man. I'm a gambling man. I wouldn't mind, laying down, a $5 PayPal or something on a bet to see if it's going to be overcast on that West Coast tomorrow.
It probably will be.
Well, and who knows? Yeah, who knows? Because it usually clears up like right around now, even on the West Coast and Northwest, in the Oregon area, and they're already plowed full of people. There's people coming from all over the world just to go to the Oregon coast for this. But yeah, we'll get more to that. We're hoping Miss Linda Lemons joins us and gives her aspect, because that's where she's really she's got a lot of good research that she does in her kind of her own department, which is really interesting. And her and I will talk every once in a while and swap notes and do a catch up and kind of get each other on the same page. And what we're doing, Tom. You know, we kind of get each other kind of up to date on what's going on, and yeah, I think this is going to be quite an interesting event as far as the eclipse goes, and boy, hold
It
on,
will be.
hold
It's
on, baby.
interesting. This stuff is biblical stuff. Now, really, you have to think about, where the stars, the alignment of everything that's happening is actually, more than most people can get in their mind. They can't wrap that around their head because it's something that's serious. It's biblical. It is happening now, and no one seems to be able to understand that. So that's part of the problem. That's the huge problem. Is no one can see it. And we are living in this time where these things are going to happen, and it's going to be a sign. It's a sign. It's a sign from the Lord. It's telling us that this is going to happen. And see, people aren't seeing that, and they're not seeing the signs that we're giving to them by the Lord. They're not taking it to heart. So they need to take it to heart. They need to understand this is real. It's happening now. There's things that are coming, but they're not understanding that. So where they are, they're a little bit lost. But hopefully they will be able to find their way under the understanding.
That's what makes us humanitarians, right there. That's what makes us, want the best. We want everyone to show their true colors as humanitarians, as Christians, as God-loving Christians that believe in Jesus. Want the best out of everybody, and I don't think we would still be live streaming like this if we didn't want the best in people. And that's literally, I think, what we're asking here is this dividing line is real. I mean, the numerology alone in what's going to happen tomorrow. The number 33 being blasted everywhere about this. And Tom, real quick, think about this, and people out there that are researchers, what is up with the 7 Salems? This eclipse is gonna pass over 7 Salems in the United States.
Right, I know.
Salem, Oregon, Salem, Idaho.
You have to understand the word of Salem too.
Well, I was looking that up earlier with a buddy of mine, and we're actually popping into the Bible, and okay, let's look something up, and let's look this up, and where I went is actually it has to do with the city of Melchizedek, and you got to almost go from there. You go on your own from there, so your own research. It's not up to Tom and I to sit here and spoon feed everybody. You gotta, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? Tom's got such a great testimony on his belief in this, in these things, in these comings, in these passings, our history. And we like to kind of give out a little bit, but it really is up to you to do your own research. And I did research on the tinfoil hat stuff. That's before we close the show. I got the opposite effect. You still haven't shown your tinfoil hat, man.
Yeah, I'm going to. But it's awesome that we've gotten here because there's an understanding of this stuff that people do not understand.
Correct. Yes.
They do not understand where we are, and we are in a
look
place
how our language is under attack right now. You use the wrong word, you're a racist.
Right. So we have to understand, we are under attack. It's serious. It's not just some game or something. No, this is serious. They're using everything they can do under the sun to get after us. And that's
where the eclipse comes in. That's where the eclipse comes in on my end.
That's where now we're going to have an eclipse, which is going to block out the sun, which is going to, what people need to understand is that it's symbolic. It's God driven. He did this. He didn't, everybody's like, blah 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 blah. No, God, your Savior, your Father, did this for a reason. He made this happen. This isn't happening for no apparent reason. So everybody who thinks that there's no big deal, just now, no, this is real. This is important. We have to listen to what we're being taught. And most people will not listen, or they will not be understanding what they're being taught because they don't care. But the point of it,
Yeah, isn't it interesting, Tom, how you've got things covered on you know a lot about the Bible and our history and what we're about to kind of come under, what's going to happen. Okay, and I like learning about that because it helps with my testimony. And what I also do is, how are the elitists and the globalists gonna use this to their advantage and ask the tough questions that no one's asking, the way out there tinfoil hat out there questions. And that's what I like to do. And Linda, if she would please join us, I know you're listening, but you know she's got other things going on and she might join us later. But anyways, Linda, her department and the way she knows about some of the things that Tom and I don't know about and she looks into is really cool. So but yeah, like it kind of goes back to once again, you know, how this collective is coming together. And that's kind of my point, is we got this collective that's coming together. It's like all the tribal leaders are coming together. It's like Standing Rock. All the tribal leaders came together for the first time since like Wounded Knee. That's what and it's such a huge dividing line. It's either you're gonna get crushed, really, and it's not gonna be like by people like Tom and I and the patriot community and people that want to be patriotic and fly their American flag. It's not going to be by those people. It's going to be by people that are brainwashed. And we're really getting down to that fine line point, because if you're kind of weak enough in your mind to begin with, you're going to be literally, I mean, I almost think they are really already starting the implementation of the 5G is already started. Like the boxes in some neighborhoods have gone up. Some of the towers in some of your cities that are disguised as a palm tree or a big pine tree, those things, you have no idea what's attached to those things. Okay, but through the research, and see, that's the thing, you want to know what you're up against in all aspects. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I want to thank everybody that listens to what we're trying to say, but you know, most people won't gather that information, understand it. We're in a situation where people will not understand what we're saying, and that's mostly what the problem is people can't grasp the totality, or whatever you want to use, the words, where we are. So, we are lost in this. We need to find ourselves, and we need to fix a lot of the problems, of where we are. We're not fixing them. You have to think about it like, all right, now we got, I can understand. Okay, now who the Illuminati is, who the Jesuits are, who the blah blah blah, who all these people are that actually the elites.
Can I pose a quick question? I want to pose a quick question, and this is right where you're at. Right where you're at. What do you think? Do you think Bannon got fired? Is it fake news? In my belief, I think they're all starting to roll up into a bunker. Yeah. That was just all they kind of been slowly firing themselves off. Put it out in the fake news. Who knows where they're at? They're heading for in the ground, and that's my belief.
Well, that's a very serious comment. We have to think about this as, hey, Bannon and all these people. All right, we have to go back and slow down a little bit and like just look at the bigger picture. That's this is a big picture of a game that is being played, and so for me, it's just a big picture. It's a stupid game that's being played, and they're not going to stop, dude. They're not going to stop playing this game. You think they're ever going to stop? No, because they want to take full control over everything, and they're continuously doing so. So there's no what's the word for it? I don't even know. At this point, where we have to understand that they're taking this from us. They're taking it from us every day. Our reality, our sovereignty, our independence, everything else is being stripped. And they're the ones doing it. But we're sitting back here going, hey, let's not let them do that. But see, I only have, a few people watching. Okay? No big deal. I'm not worried about that. I love the ones that are, the ones that are involved and the ones that are right now seeing this. I love them people because they're right here. But the problem is that we cannot get past this without total awareness of what is going on. We have to understand about the criminality of the people who are running the world, and we have to be able to call them out. We have to be able to call them out. Otherwise, we will not win. We will lose, and that's it. It's that simple. You're not going to win because they've already got their plans. And if you don't know what their plans are, if you can't call out who your enemy is, you can't win a war if you don't know who's your enemy, right? How are you supposed to know that? Okay, let's go fight somebody. What are we going to fight? Well, you better figure out who your enemy is first so that you can actually go and realize, all right, these are the people that I want to fight against, that are fighting against my beliefs, my faith, my everything else. And then let's move forward. There's no answer for that other than just you better get ready and you better fight. Everybody else is weak. People are weak.
Right. But Tom, I think we're fighting in the courts of heaven right now. That's courts in session.
We are. And we're fighting against these principalities. And people don't want to ever say that because that's whatever. But we are. We're fighting against principalities. We're not fighting against these left-wing whatever, like you see on TV, right? Or on the internet, even, in Antifa or whoever these people are, right? Black Lives Matter, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. It's way bigger than that. Who we're fighting against, if everybody could realize who we're fighting against, then we might have a chance of winning the war. But it probably won't happen because it's prophetic. Jesus tells you you're not going to win. We will win in the end, but we're going to lose a lot of people before that ever happens. Even his elect will be deceived. Even many of the elect that he elects will be deceived by this. So here we are, sitting back, watching this scenario go down right in front of us. But most they will not understand what's going to happen. And so that's the truth of the matter as far as I'm concerned. These people will be deceived and they will not understand the truth of the matter, which is what he wants you to understand. See, that's why he told us that we will be destroyed for lack of knowledge. Well, his people will. He said that. His people, my people, will be destroyed for lack of knowledge. Well, yeah, because they don't have the knowledge of what's coming. You know, they're not understanding things. They're not thinking about what's coming down the pipe. And God knows that. Why would he say that thing? So you have to, for me, it's looking at the biblical aspect of it and understanding what he's trying to say and what he's been saying. I have to understand that in order for me to be free. So I have to get my heart right with him to then I'll be shown. Then he will show me. But until now, I don't know. Okay? I'm just being truthful. It's not a lie. What I'm saying is not a lie at all. It's just being truthful. So I'm gonna have to bear witness to what's gonna happen. And whatever the Lord, look what's going on. It's absolutely incredible. What's happening in the signs, in the stars. You have to look at that and be able to understand what is coming, because he's telling you that. But most people would never believe that or want to even believe that at all, because they don't believe in Christ. So they're like, it's just some funny, stupid story. No, it's not. He's telling you, hey, this shit's coming. And if you don't want to listen, then fine. You're going to be burnt. And you're going to lose if you don't believe in what he's done, what he's telling you. So for me, believing in him is everything, because believing in what's happening. See, I see what's coming. It's not a joke. I know that we are facing a cataclysm, and we are facing the end of humanity if we don't figure out a way to fix it. But they want that. They want the end of humanity, basically, to put themselves right where they are. And you have to understand, about the Georgia Guidestone. You have to read. You have to understand. That's what they want. Doesn't mean they're going to get what they want, but that's right where it's at. So people need to wake up to it. They're not awake. They don't understand what is coming. We are getting ready to go through a cataclysm events that will make men fear in their hearts, and whatever it says in the Bible is biblical, that they will run away. They will run from truth. Trust me. They will run from the truth. And that's the biggest problem. So, and then those people will not find it. They'll be hiding in caves, and it talks about all that. And what's amazing is, for me, is how I found my way here. I found my way to Jesus. I did. And you know what's incredible about that? I never thought that I would ever understand anything about what was real. I never cared. But then one day I found that I believed in what Jesus was telling me, and I found the truth. And it was through him that I found the truth about the world. And so what we're going through now, what we're fixing to go through, he told me, and I prayed about it, and he's done many wonderful things in my life that most people could not understand. And I wouldn't even tell anyone, because it's nobody's business. It's my business with him. But that is a fact. And most people cannot grasp that or put that in their heart. Do you understand what Jesus means? He's our Savior. He's everything. If you don't believe in him, you have nothing. And that's a fact. So in my mind, okay, if people don't want to believe that, that's okay. But I have no problem with that. But and no problem with nobody. But really, to me, faith in Jesus, what he did was absolutely incredible. And if you believe in what happened, then you're obviously safe. You're obviously, but so that's a whole nother thing about that is being safe. What do you want to do? Do you want to die? You want to go to hell? Who are you going to be sides with? And I mean, as much as I show of the dark side of things, and I show it so that people that may be on the fence of all this can actually see, that this is real. So I want the ones that are the atheists or the, whoever they are, maybe they can actually see the difference between good and darkness, right? It's clear. So it's not a hard thing to figure out. So really, what you got to do is you got to go, okay, I want to be a part of this, or a part of that. Well, it's given to us. It's a free will that was given to us to choose. So what God did is He gave us a free will to choose from being here where we are right now, talking about what we're talking about, or you can choose to go to the dark side, and you can choose to, become part of that, right? I'm not a part of that. I'm a part of the good side, and I choose to be, and that's my free will. Most people don't understand that, but my free will gives me free will to be a part of what's righteous and not wrong in the world. That is up to each person. So you have to decide. You do, everybody else does. Now, do you want to be a part of the righteous side of the world, or do you want to just be on the negative side and Satan's side? You have to pick that. And no, God doesn't put anybody now. You choose.
Yeah, my free will definitely leads me to ask those tough questions.
So you have to lead yourself to that, because you don't. I don't put myself there. If I'm going to be a man of righteousness, I have to go with the Lord. Right? I have to go with Jesus. I have to let that happen and allow it to. I'm going with Him. But if I'm not, then you're on the opposite side. People need to realize that. And that's what they don't.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, because those words right there are what leads to war, because people don't realize it's not so much a blind faith. It is a very calculated decision to almost, in a sense, go blindly, be led blindly. See? So there's a big difference between being led blindly and going with the Spirit, going with what is being told to you because you've asked these hard questions through your research, where you've been led to through research. And you go to prayer to it, or you go to meditation. And you ask the hard questions.
Go there, you understand, hey, there's a lot of stuff involved in this. Think about what, the things you've seen with Eclipse and everything else. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh, here we go. That's hold on.
Serious shit. It's serious.
All I can say is hold on, baby. Yeah.
There's no
interesting discovery on my side, and just by asking those hard questions, they might be stupid, but I'm asking them.
Exactly. So here's the idea. This eclipse is coming, and it's coming. But see, guess what's going to happen in 7 years is nothing. And then it's going to cross over and mark that spot. And God's working in that. See, most people don't realize how he's working. He's working in that. And everybody's like, yeah, that's bullshit, whatever. They don't care. No one's paying attention. You understand? No one's really paying attention to that. And the truth of it is that in 7 years, it's going to happen again. And it's going to come across in a different direction, which you have to figure that out for yourself, how it's going to do that, right? So how, if the earth is round or flat or whatever, how is it going to come across in a direction from the north to the south, right? And do all that, okay, which is being shown. They're saying it's going to happen. You have to you have to think about that. How is that possible? How is that possible? How can it do that? It can, go across the United States from west to east, but yet it can do it again in 7 years from the north. So there's a lot of questions. See, but people don't want to ask those questions about how that's possible. And so we lose a lot of people in this, but they're not paying attention. They're like, it's too stupid. Can't pay attention. Whatever. That's what happens all the time. We lose people because they cannot pay attention. They have no attention. They have no attention span because they can't freaking listen to anything for more than 2 minutes before they shut it off.
Well, and you can't blame them because they've been, some of them been brainwashed, and that's what makes us the a-holes for even bringing it up.
I can't blame it. No, I know you're right, and I can't blame it on them. And you're right.
Is that because right. We could have a whole show? We could spend the whole show thrashing people and on the things that are happening around us in the immediate, and that would be funny and it'd be comical, but we wouldn't get anywhere through it.
I know.
And that's the time we're at. It's the time we're at. How you are choosing to spend your time right now is incredibly important. That's all I can say.
I know. It's absolutely true.
And literally, this is my last. This is really cool that we got to meet up like this and live stream, because I am going off. I'm getting offline. I don't know for how long. I don't know what's happening, but that's basically what the Spirit led me to do. Is I've done all that I can do, and I've recorded and documented as much as I can, and now it's time for me to either go active or it's
right. I'm where you are. I'm where you are at now too.
Yeah. We've documented quite a bit. Like we've documented quite a bit, and what I'm going to do before I shut down is back up as much as I can from my channel. That's what I'm suggesting. Anyone that's listening or listens to this, back up your channel. There's a way that you can download all your videos, put them on a hard drive, wrap it up in your tinfoil hat, your hard drive, put it in a safe, put it in the microwave, unplug it, and go on vacation. Okay. Do whatever it takes to go and get in the Spirit, meditate, be prayerful, get away. And what's interesting? See, once again, it's back to the eclipse, right? Oh, you the man. Right on, dude. Yes. All right. You talked me into it. You got the tuk-tuk. You got the tuk-tuk.
I have my tinfoil hat. So everybody wants to, look, mine's nice. Meets the.
Yeah, that's sleek.
Scratch around the tinfoil hat. Hey, I just made this in a heartbeat. Wasn't no big deal. It's like really quick. I got tinfoil hat. See?
It literally.
Look at that. Look at that. What is that? That's the mountains of Zion or something, right in front of your eyes. Isn't it amazing?
See, and I did my research on this tinfoil hat stuff. I did. I'm not even kidding. Now I gotta turn my light. I didn't think
Listen, that's the thing. We need to get away from all this garbage. Everyone needs to understand that we are living in this time. Chris, the eclipse is tomorrow. Now that's tomorrow. Now there's 7 years, right, for the next one. Well, the next one is going to actually cross that path of the first one, which we're having tomorrow. Okay, and it's going to actually X marks the spot, man. The Madrid. It's going to, things are going to happen that most people do not realize are going to.
Yeah.
Because you're not talking about the Madrid, the path.
Oh
the
my
exact
gosh.
cross of that, dude, is amazing. That is biblical. There's no way that anybody in this world right now can tell me that that is not biblical. That is a biblical passage. When it crosses in 7 years, which comes down right across the Madrid, when it does that, okay, that's why. But most people are like, man, it's not a big deal, blah blah. Well, it's not. Okay, this eclipse is going to happen, obviously, but it's not as significant as the next one. The one happens in 7 years, because the reason why is because he's telling you to repent. The Lord is trying to get you to, giving you 7 years. He's given 7 years to stop your sin, stop your ways, repent. Because if you don't, all right, here's the deal. 7 years. We have 7 years as a country to stop. You realize what our country has done, okay, and what the people that run our country do. No, most people don't know that, but they're a bunch of terrorists. They're terrorists. They are criminals, terrorists, evil, wicked people that have killed millions of people. They are. And so if someone says, oh, you're crazy, no, that's bullshit. I know what I'm telling you is a fact. They have done that. Every country, go to Saddam, go to wherever you want to go to Africa, go to, whatever. We have killed all those people. Go to Syria. That's a simple one. Syria, that's the one they're on now. How many children in Syria do you think we've killed in the last 10 years? Christ, we've killed thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in Syria. Our government did that. Not me, but they did. They killed them to gain whatever they want to gain out of whatever that may be. Okay, they want oil, whatever it may be. Okay. They've killed all those people. I didn't kill nobody, and I don't plan on ever killing anybody unless they come trying to kill me. But the point is, that's right there. It's a fact, man. So everybody wants to, talk about, oh, America's a great America. You got to understand, it's not America. It's not what we think it is. It's a bunch of criminals that are killing people over and over and over again. They're killing people. They don't care. People that run this country and run this world globally are the ones that are going to kill everybody. So, for everybody to sit around here and go, everything's fine, Donald Trump's going to fix everything, blah, blah, blah. That's all a lie. Trust me. It's bullshit. That's not the truth. The truth is that they're going to kill everybody that's the opposition. That we are the opposition. People like me, You say, hey, you guys are, killing people. Why? What's the problem with your new world order? That's what it's about. It's always about that. It's always been about that. And it's always been about the new world order. But people don't comprehend that. They cannot get that right in their mind. It's about that.
Till it slaps you in the face.
Well, till it's done.
Literally.
Till you're freaking done. Till they slap you in the face with it. Yeah. Till you're beat up by it, you're not going to understand it.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, that's what it's about. And no one seems to want to understand that that's the facts. They're going to create this new world order, which I can prove to everybody. Why don't you put my tinfoil hat on? Why? I shouldn't have to. Just to show you the truth, right? But no one's going to listen, and maybe even no one's going to listen to this. It's going to be a joke. Stupid idiot! Look at him. He got a tinfoil hat on. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Well, okay. So let's look and see what's going on the alt left side, where people are just blindly following Colbert and other late night talk show hosts through the comedy. See how the comedy gets through? Everybody's kind of blindly following from the comedy. Right? And it's sad events. That's all I can say. For when people buy into what's going on late night television. It's sad that you can't unplug that long enough and you're stuck to it, to where you're tweeting about it and you're Facebooking about it, and it's not good for you.
And it's just sad. It's really sad.
Not good.
What the world is going through is sad. Because we're not understanding what's really happening right now. And even though we have our little bitty world here, my little bitty world of not answering their questions or whatever, and staying to myself, it's way bigger than that. And there's nothing, that's going to stop that. It's nothing.
Well, can we get back to our eclipse right there? Let's go back to the eclipse, okay? Because there's some things that I wanted to talk about with that, okay? And one of the questions that I asked is, okay, so we're possibly going to have clouds, which makes for good projection, all right? If you remember back, if you saw the movie Aviator, okay, the Howard Hughes, and actually, Tom, down the road, you and I got a live stream about Howard Hughes, okay, and I believe there's going to be some things that come back into play about Howard Hughes down the road, and I've got some some good writings about Howard Hughes. But anyways, clouds means good projection. Okay, number one, and number two, I don't think anybody's asking the question as far as like we're on a new moon. We're on a new moon. We're not supposed to see a moon for a little while, and all of a sudden it's gonna go in front of the sun tomorrow out of the middle of nowhere. That raises a red flag. We've got Planet X, the issue, a big issue for a long time. Planet X, Nibiru. Okay. Well, what if they're trying to cover up through, a lot of people are getting heavily chemtrailed. So what if they're trying to cover up like Nibiru passing in front of the sun? Okay, and then bring it on an eclipse or something like that. But these are just questions which, I should have my tinfoil hat on because those are way far out there. But asking those questions just kind of opens up different doorways of wanting to kind of explore the unexplained. And that's part of faith. See, so I believe that with this eclipse, there could be something like they're using the elitists are using it to their advantage. if it really is going to happen. Turn up everything like they really want to. Let's put it that way. So who knows, right?
Well, it's possible.
Did you have cloud cover where you're at today, Tom? Do you usually have cloud cover, and all of a sudden you didn't? You had.
I know they're trying to cover up stuff. I understand that.
Right, but so let's say, hold on, let's say that the event happens and there's darkness, and that's a great time to project and get Project Bluebeam at least beta test for an event, because that's what it says in the Bible, that it says, and I don't know exactly where I've been all over the Bible the last couple of weeks, just all over, okay? But that's what it says. The event on the false second coming is going to be so incredibly beautiful, it's going to trick a lot of people. And that's kind of just what I think about an event like this. This could be either a beta test or some type of event that we don't know if it's going to be real or not. But our discernment and our research has led us to this point through the theory of the tinfoil hat, has led us so far to ask these tough questions. Because let's say I'm right. Let's just say I'm right. It's something's going on. All of a sudden, Project Bluebeam enhances because of the cloud cover. Maybe some people did get a glimpse of, a lot of people are going to see, the eclipse. But this is the thing, is you've got people like in a spot to where you've put them through the fake news, basically, right? Looking up. So why not implement kind of at the same time some type of Project Bluebeam to at least beta test it, or to get people to submit or go further crazy. And from there, it means more control, period. That's all I can say. Because like this weekend and last weekend in Charlottesville, that is all, these are events that are just like in the videos what we watched right at the beginning. Okay? These are events that have been fabricated to escalate. And that's where it's coming down to. You're either getting escalated or sat in your seat. Because that's where they're at with like almost like the 5G thing. It's almost like a binary code of 1 and 0. But all they can do is mess with the gigahertz and the amplitude. It's still technology where it's only like a 1 and 0 on or off. Which technology will, that's what they're working on, is figuring out how to get beyond the 1 and 0. But that's the thing. They're stuck in binary code where we're going to be able to, we're going forward. So no matter what is thrown at us, no matter what happens tomorrow, we're going to be ready for it. But we're not going to be tricked. That's the thing. Where it's, let's say, like on the Oregon coast, people are trying to watch. They're, they know they're going to be locked into the clouds. People are going to be trying to travel out of that area all at once. Boom. In the morning. Okay. Because they're set up. I'm not even kidding. This is a true scenario. They're on the Oregon coast. Lots of people there. Everybody wakes up in the morning. Holy crap, it's cloud cover. We're going inland. All at the same time. No. Hold on. See, they've already put out in the news. Hold on. Can't be having none of that now. Okay. They shut it down somehow. Keep people in that area. Project Bluebeam. It's an Hamas word that goes, you don't need the mainstream media to spread that message. Right? People are locked in. They're trying to look up. They're waiting for it to happen. They're waiting for the darkness to happen. And they got clouds to project. So, and these are the things that without doing the research and the tinfoil hat theory, you wouldn't be able to get there and discern for yourself instead of blindly follow the narrative. What do you think, Tom? Take over.
alternately the truth, man. You know, people don't realize what's coming and happening with all these things. They're not going to understand this reality of what's coming, and thinking about what's happening with these events, okay, that are serious. These are serious events that are happening, and it's God doing it. It's not us, it's God. So you have to think about that. And most people won't. They'll just think about some fake reality or whatever. I don't see how that is. Because this is God doing this. He's telling you, showing you. He's showing you exactly what's going to happen. People do not have any discernment or whatever that this is real. So why am I wearing a tinfoil hat? Okay? Love it. Love the tinfoil hat. See, I just put this together really quickly just to, do my thing here.
I like it.
It's a tinfoil hat, right?
I like it.
It's my hat. It was my work hat. Anyway.
During my research on the tinfoil hat thing today and trying to figure out, what it could do, the capabilities really, the other side of the spectrum on the tinfoil hat is that also, remember when we used to put tinfoil on our VHS rabbit ears antennas to get a better signal? Not only is it like block out, but it is capable of receiving. So it could amplify like any mind control too. That's what I heard. So I wouldn't wear it for too long. But yeah, I would say you keep it close and you keep your solar glasses, your eclipse glasses. They say that your eclipse glasses after the eclipse is good for some type of a blast. If we have some type of a blast, there's something that's going to happen. You can use,
I'm not
in your solar eclipse glasses, and you're going to be rocking out. You're going to be good.
It's all good. I'm just laughing about it because it's just, I got my my tinfoil hat going on here with the aluminum and all that. It's funny because it's just like, it's a joke to me because people don't even realize what's going on. So it's a bigger thing than anybody can realize how serious this stuff is. But it is, a joke. That's what happens with tinfoil hat thing. That's what it's about for me. I can put my tinfoil hat on. I have one right now. Right? See, all this is tinfoil. It's tinfoil. And all that shit they can try to bounce off my brain. Okay.
Yeah, sorry to stop you right there, Tom. Hold on, because during my research too, I found out that you could get aluminum poisoning in your brain from wearing it too long. Also,
right. What do you think's the thing about aluminum? Right, that's Alzheimer's stuff. Everybody, you're going into those things where Alzheimer's is a part of it. It's a part of all the aluminum that's, we breathe, eat, drink, everything else. The aluminum is everywhere. So aluminum, this tinfoil hat may deflect some signals that they're sending, right? But that's about all it's going to do. It may help me, but it may not. So it may be.
Yeah, in a Faraday situation, yes. In a Faraday situation, for sure. Yeah.
So we have to realize that, hey man, there's a lot of shit going on, and I've got an aluminum hat on just because I'm a person that understands that there's things that are really happening that most people cannot understand. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, whatever. Okay, but that's why I put the alien hat on, because it is that. It is that. It's craziness, and people cannot wrap their brains around what's really happening, and they are lost. They're lost souls. They're lost individuals. I don't know. But I'm gonna say to you with my aluminum hat here, how incredibly, how much my aluminum hat is just working for me right now. It's working because it's letting me know that all this other bullshit is bullshit. It's bullshit, guys. It's all a freaking lie. Everything, almost everything you've ever been told is a lie. It's all BS. So you have to get, okay, so if I put my tinfoil hat on, and now I can understand, oh, shit, this is all lies. It's all lies. It's a lie. Everything you were taught is a lie. Everything you were taught in school is a lie. Your history is a lie. Everything else is a lie. If you can bring to yourself to understanding that that is all a lie, you are somewhere, because you're getting somewhere. That is all lie. It is. It's all bullshit. Okay? Everything about, the history they tell you, it's lies. So get to the truth, which is going to set you free, but you have to get there, and you have to understand it and have your heart in it. And then once you do that, you'll be set free from all the lies. So, that's what I want people to do. I want them to understand it's all bull crap. Everything they were ever told is a lie. Get right and figure it out. And so, there we are. That's my projection of what's going on. And I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just saying, hey, pay attention, because it's coming to fruition what people do not understand. This all is coming to fruition really soon. And the ones that aren't paying attention are the ones that are going to lose completely, because they're not paying attention to the Lord. And that's where you need to be. Paying attention to the Lord, His will, and what He's going to give you is divine. And your little pathetic things that people think of is stupid. That's irrelevant. It has nothing to do with what He's really going to do. So that's where I'm at. So maybe it's a different thing for me, for many, obviously, that they don't understand this. But it's very prophetic, and it's going to happen. So most people cannot, or do not gather that relevance of information. What's coming is the Lord is going to show everybody and provide everybody with the truth eventually, because it all will come out, and it says it in the Bible. It's not a joke. I'm not just saying it. It's going to be shown, and it says it too, and it will be. But people aren't gonna be like, that's bullshit. No, it really will be shown, and that is what people are going to be afraid of. And when that happens, hearts, the men of God, even it says, I believe, or whatever it says, their hearts will fail them. Because it'll fail them because they don't understand. They're afraid of it. They didn't understand what God was doing. And when they see these things in the sky and these things that are going to happen, their hearts will fail them. They will. So, the truth of the matter is that's what's going to happen. Their hearts will fail them for fear of what's coming. The Lord knows what He's doing. He will do it, and people will go against it all they want to, but it's not going to work because He's already got His plan. He's already doing what He's doing. Nobody's going to go against that. You can't. You can try, but you're going to fail. He's going to prove to you who He is, and He's going to prove to you what it means to be faithful to Him. And see, all those things are going to happen, but it's not going to be, everybody else is going to be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. See, it's just going to be a junction where people don't believe it. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe what happened, what He did, why He died. They don't believe in anything like that, what He sacrificed Himself for, and why He was on the cross, and why all this stuff happened. Well, okay, fine, don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's cool. You don't have to believe it. But if you do, you're going to be part of something, in my opinion, that is amazing. Amazing. It's incredible. It's something that is beyond this world. It is. It's beyond this world. You believe in Jesus Christ and know that He died for you and He sacrificed His life to give you free will. That's what He did. That's what He did. But no one wants to believe that He did that. And so like, oh, it's all a lie, it's fake. You know, Jesus never lived, He never did this, He never sacrificed His life, blah, 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 blah. Tell me, guys, He did. He did. He did it for us. And that's where we have salvation. We're not going to have it without Him. Without Him, we have no salvation. You have to understand it. As much as I understand my tinfoil hat, right, that I'm wearing right now, it's not. He did everything for us. He sacrifices His existence for us to be free of sin. We all have to know that. We have to understand Jesus is real. He is really real. And He gave up His world for us. So, yes, many don't understand that or don't want to believe that. And it's up to you to believe that or not. You don't have to. I'm not telling you you have to listen to what I say or anything like that. All I'm saying is He really, in my opinion, gave up everything for us to be saved of our sins. We're all sinners. The Lord knows that. And He knows that we will never get away from that. So what He did was He sent His Son to save us. That's what I'm saying. If you don't believe that, that's okay. I believe that He sent His only begotten Son. He sent Jesus here to do that for a reason. So we're saved.
Amen, brother. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on all. Yeah, it'll be interesting on who actually will listen this far into this recording. You know what I mean? Where you might drop out and try to look for something where it's somebody.
I'm just telling you, we are how this thing that's going on, man, and we're playing around. We're not playing. I'm not playing around. I'm saved. I know I'm saved. From Christ, and because
this is like the last fun one before we get serious. It's like the last fun live stream that we're going to do before we get serious. Buckle down, get some stuff done. See how tomorrow turns
Guarantee
out.
you that this is real, and it's not a joke about being saved and about the Lord. And people, you don't want to take that for whatever they will. But to be honest, this is really the truth. And to be saved is incredible. And to walk through the world that we are in and still be able to come out righteous, that's amazing. For me, it's an amazing thing for people to see. You have to move. You have to move with the Lord to get saved. You can't just sit there and say, well, this doesn't exist or whatever. You won't get there. You won't. And people will say, oh, well, this doesn't exist, the firmament doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. There's always flat earthers and all stuff. People say all stuff, blah, blah, blah. Right? Actually, that's probably true. But I can't prove it. I don't know it. All I know is I'm trying to be righteous with my Father, is my Creator. That's who I want to be with, not anybody else. So that's where I'm at. But other people are in a different position. But I believe personally that I need to be with my Creator, my Father. He's the one. He brought me here. I wouldn't be here if I wanted that. I just, whatever. Why am I here? So there's a lot of things like that. And then there's always controversy between people. But I believe that I'm here for a reason, and I'm being shown something. I believe that in the end times, He's using me for an example. He wants me to tell everybody that, hey, this is the end times. This is reality. This is the truth. This is what's coming. This is now. Stop wasting your time. So, to be honest, that's what's going on with me. But I could be wrong. It doesn't matter if God, can change it, whatever. But I'm just telling you right now that He's trying to use me. I believe He's using me to tell everybody to wake up now, because this is serious. It's not a joke. Everybody's like playing around with stuff. It's not a joke, man. This is real. This is humanity's last chance to freaking get it right. Because if we don't get it right, we're screwed. Humanity's screwed. And our kids are screwed, and the future is screwed, and if we don't fix that now, we are done for. And I think He's telling us that right in front of my face. And I believe that. So that's what it is. That's true. If we don't fix this stuff, we're done for. These criminal mother effers are running this world, running this country, running their games on us. And we can't stop it. We can't fix it. We can't negate these assholes that are freaking running the world, that are killing our children, that don't want humanity to survive. Look at the truth. But no one wants to. Everybody wants to go away from that. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to look at the truth. There's your problem. It's the same old shit over and over again. No one wants to face reality. The reality is these bastards are freaking running the world, and they're trying to kill us. That's the truth. And no one else said that. How else can I tell the truth? It's the truth. They want to kill us. They want to exterminate us off the face of the earth so they can have their way. They're the Illuminati. They're the whoever you want to call them. They're the elite that run the world. Why can't anybody understand that? Can't anybody understand? See, that's where we are right now. No one can. Because they want to freaking sit back and go, oh, it's okay. It's all right. See the irony in that? Do you see that, how ridiculous that is? I am not about to sit around here and let these people run my life over. They are not going to rule me. They're not going to run my life over. I have my own life, and I will. See, you don't understand, because I will be on their ass, killing every one of them bastards that are trying to control my life. They're not going to control my life. No. No, 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 no. I am running my life, not them. And they want to run my life, of course. You know, everything about it. You know, everything I do. They want every part of it. That's why everything you do is listened to. Everything you do is watched. Everything you do is all a part of their criminal syndicate to understand everything about you or about me. They can kiss my fucking ass, okay? They can kiss my ass. So, excuse my language, but they can kiss my ass. You know, I have nothing to do with them. That's bullshit. So forget about them. You know, what they're thinking. But anyway, needless to say, I'm paying attention, definitely, and I know what's going on, definitely. And other people need to know what's going on, because if we do not figure this out soon, right, humanity is fit. It's done. It's over. So we're not going to be able to save it. We're not going to be able to win. We're not going to be able to save it. So where are we? What do you think? What do you think, Karen?
Well, I definitely think that we've been through enough as humanity through our entire existence, basically, as far as wars, but we haven't been through a technologically advanced event. An event that's been led up to where, I mean, we both know since the early 1900s, they've been trying to figure out this one event that it will take to really reel us back into history to where we are more enslaved than we were. Even the Constitution was written. Okay. And I mean, we need to learn from history, not repeat it. And that's kind of where we're at. We're gonna repeat history instead of right now put an end to some of the things that need an end put to it. Okay. And that's what's the most disheartening to me, is that we're repeating history here. We're not correcting the problem. What just like you said, you know, there really isn't anything we can do until it tries to slap us in the face. And that's the problem, where we've seen people break, okay, some of the bigger events, like that baseball game, the Republican baseball game, where there was an event, okay, and where people lead up to something like that, right? And we aren't those people. We don't want to see people get to that point. And it's like we've got a lot of correcting to do before things can really get ironed out. And with us going backwards in a sense now, I don't think you and I are going backwards. A lot of people are in trying to bring us backwards, take us backwards. And it's funny because the ones that are screaming fascist and racist the most are the ones that are going to be taking us the farthest back. Right? The Antifa, the paid provocateurs, for some reason. I mean, $25 an hour is more than me and another guy can work for. Two guys can work for right now. So for $25 an hour, I'll scream my head off all day, but it's not gonna be the same chant over and over. See how that chanting over and over on the paid provocateuring, they're brainwashed. They really are. They're like, they need tinfoil hats, and then maybe they won't be so. I mean, look at a conglomerate that is controlled down to the wire to sit there and chant around veterans, racist. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that we are going backwards in a sense, because I got to say the we word. I got to involve that we word because we're involved in it, whether we like it or not. But there's gonna be a way that we will push forward through this. And pushing forward is going fishing, getting your work done so we can go fishing. It'd be nice that the oceans were more cleared up. Obviously, now the fishing is better on your side of the country. Okay. The West Coast, I'm not going to go down there. I'm not going to fish for salmon anymore for a while. So I'm going to kind of stick to the high mountain streams and try to, and I need to invest in a Geiger meter, and that's what I'm going to do. My thing is this, in this whole thing is I'm going to try to do studies on fish and see how they're affected either at the high country out in the middle of nowhere, and try to work my way to the West Coast and see what happens. And take a study of fish, catch and release the whole way, take pictures of every fish, do a study, run the Geiger meter, and that's how you push forward is because we are here to protect humanity and the animals and the planet and our family.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's awesome that you're doing that, because most people would never do that.
Right. Yeah. I'm seeing that's where you and I are kind of advanced. That's why we're live streaming. That's why we're talking about this. So that's why we've been documenting. That's why we've for some reason opened up a YouTube channel. But like I'm saying, it's time to back up your channel, back up all your work, back it all up, put it on a hard drive, Faraday cage it, get like Mike Callahan would say on the Watchman News, get one with the spirit, be one with the spirit. And it's time to do that and shut everything else off, because while they're implementing this stuff, while they're bringing in more of the 5G, while they're, whatever's being thrown at us, it's slowly incremental climbing. So if you turn everything off and you head for the woods and you're fishing for the next 3 weeks and you come back and 5G is implemented, you're going to know. To whereas your neighbor that's been home the whole time, they've been slowly ramping it up, he's not going to know. But you know what? The neighbors were fighting today. And they're always like fighting lately. The kids on the Facebook post, they're fighting. All they want to do is fight each other, not do chores, not go out to McDonald's. There was nothing this mother could do. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, there was nothing this mother could do. The kids were fighting each other. And probably the TV's blaring in the background. And I'll tell you, you want to get rid of these days, you want to get rid of unwanted company, turn off the Wi-Fi for a month.
Yeah, they won't be there.
See what happens. See what happens.
You know what you're saying is
Just say, just let it turn off. And when it turns off, they'll be like, hey, what happened to the Wi-Fi? Well, I needed to save the $70 for a month. I really can't afford it. So I thought I'd turn it off for a month and try to save a month on the bill and run off my data on my phone and, and see what happens next month.
see,
Right?
it's
So
what's
everyone is so dependent upon this internet connection. It's gonna get the best of you.
petting my dog. See, this is what's going to happen. It's not going to be. We may lose all this. It may be. It may be just simple. Okay. Where it just you have no more internet now, and that's probably what's going to happen in the future, so that we cannot communicate. They don't like that, and you know that. So I have this dog here. That she's a good dog. Yeah. But I may not be able to communicate. See, I can communicate with her physically, right here. I'm right here. It's right there. I'm good. Okay. I save your dog ass. Right? So, but with the internet, it can be easily shut down, and there is no communication. So people like me and you that have communications with each other, same for other people that I talk to, could be completely shut down, and then we would have there'd be nothing there. How are you going to talk to anybody? You can't. So if they want to, which are the ones that are actually running it, they want to shut that down, they'll do it tomorrow. It's not a problem for them. They already have scenarios and algorithms and everything else already planned out. That's what's going on. Because I can talk to you about this or that or whatever, but they already got a plan. It's not. How do I explain this? It's not about us or what we know. They already have a plan. You understand? They have a plan. They're not going to sit back and let us do what we want to do, because they are the controllers. They're our captives, and so people need to understand that, but they won't. They won't understand that. So that's why it continues to happen. People continue to be slaves because they do not understand who their captives are, who is controlling your life. Wake up to who is in charge. You should be in charge of your own life, but you're not, because you're letting them people rule your life. And that's what's going on. Sorry, but that's the reality of it all. And people are not understanding that. And I don't know what we do, how we fix it. I don't understand what we do to create people that, or get people to understand that this is the true reality that we live in. It's not. You're not free. Are you serious? Anybody tells me they're free is an idiot. They're not free. This is a situation where we're being controlled, and it's always been that way for thousands of years. Not hundreds of years, but thousands of years. It goes all the way back to before the Roman Empire. Anyway. So,
hey, Tom, if you could hold on 1 second. Linda's here. She's on mute, and we've got somebody else in the panel in the chat that wants to come in.
Okay.
Check the chat, and I haven't seen who that is before. I don't know who they are, but it's up to you. Linda, I didn't notice. I just noticed you got here. Yeah, I know we were going to try to do a short show tonight. And sounds like there might be some feedback all of a sudden. But anyways, yeah, we've got somebody in the chat that wants to come into the panel, and I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, Linda, how you doing? Is your daughter okay? Everything going good? Do a mic check with us.
She's pretty miserable.
Yeah, I figured that a broken wing
Can you
like
hear
that ain't gonna feel too good.
Yeah, she's pretty miserable.
Poor thing.
Linda, what's
I
up?
know.
Love you, Linda.
Hey, how are you
Love
guys?
you, Linda. It's awesome that you can come in, Linda. It's awesome that and whoever else that wants to
Yeah.
come in, have no problem.
Sorry I didn't make it earlier. It's just, you know, she's got one arm, so I have to help her pretty much most all the time. We were looking at the stars. She took a slip on the wet deck. It rained for like a week here. It wasn't fun. We spent 4.5 hours at the ER. She said at least she didn't bust her head open. She's protecting her head and landed on her elbow.
I think that what's her name's in here? What's her name is?
What's her name?
I think it is. Says. Is it? I can't see. I think it is. God, I can't hear it. Her name.
See if you can get that person in on the chat. I'm going
Yeah, the chat,
to,
yeah.
you guys, I'm going to dip out. Linda, I'm glad you're in here. I want to just go ahead and dip out, listen to the rest of the show.
I won't be able to stay too long, but I can
yeah.
stay for a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like you got somebody that might want to come on the panel, and yeah, have a good rest of the show. I'm going to dip out, and you guys enjoy, okay?
All right, Aaron. Love you, brother.
Love you too, bud.
Bye, brother.
So, it's my favorite person. Right? I'm more stuff.
Well, thank you.
What the heck? How did this happen?
I don't know.
How's it me and you? It's me and you again.
It happens that way sometimes. It's the way it is.
It's incredible that it's me and you. Now, Aaron was here, but now it's me and you. And we're left with this situation, right? So I know that you know a lot of the things that I know, and you're very smart, and you understand these things, right? So it's kind of crazy that all this stuff with clips and what you sent me actually was a clips and that was absolutely awesome. That really blew me away, and when I watched that, I was like, wow, that's really incredible. So you did something.
Which article? Which one was it? I think I sent a couple through.
Well, you sent it.
Was it the pastor?
It was a pastor. It was talking about what's going to happen.
Yeah, I like the way he brought it. I mean, I like the way he spoke. He was very calm. He wasn't your average pastor that I'm used to seeing, all up in the air, and he was just real calm and matter of fact. I just liked the way he delivered that. It was really nice. I could handle it.
That was
and
awesome.
it was factual.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
yeah, it was. It was very factual. It was very straight to the point. And if we can't realize that that's real, and we have a phone. So I realize that's real. I'm like, oh crap, you know, because I already felt that way before. I know that's real. So it's something that you did that and sent me that, and I was amazed by it. Actually.
Yeah, I don't
And you know what
remember
happened?
where I
You know what
found
happened, Linda?
that. I just
You know what happened, Linda? I showed my
what?
kids that. I showed, they're not really my
Mhm.
kids, but they're my kids, right? So I showed
Yeah.
them that, and they blew their minds away. And then now it's this whole thing where they're like asking me all these questions. And, you know, it's like they saw what I was showing them, but now they're like asking all these questions. Well, I can't answer all the questions. I don't know. You know? But I do know
Right.
that these things are real and it's coming our way. So pay attention. But so now it's like this things happen, you know, where we're together. They're looking at me to give them answers, but I don't have the answer. You know? Kind of crazy. All because
We're
of
not
that
supposed to
video
have the answers.
you sent me was amazing. That was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, dude. That was pretty cool.
It was really good. And then I showed them that stuff, and they questioned, where I'm at. Now I have to show them. Then they question me all the time. What are you doing? Where are you with the Lord? Blah blah blah. They question me all the time. But I try to just give them a simple answer. You know, I don't know because I really don't know. I don't know the answer. So they're like on me about it, but they're not understanding themselves where they are. So it's kind of an interesting subject because they don't know where they are, but I don't know where I'm at either. To be honest,
Right.
you know? You have to be honest about it. And we're working through learning where we are. I believe where we are, what we believe. It's very incredible what's happening. I don't think many people understand. Like when you listen to that video, it's so incredible to where we actually could be. It's amazing. I mean, no one
It'd
really.
make a disbeliever think twice.
But now
It's
is that
true.
we are so there, like believing that, because I believe that is actually so true that it's amazing. It really sparked my interest to know that is real. Because of everything that I've already understood about, Scientology, but the maps and the earth and the
Yeah.
sun, how it's supposed to work. That was amazing.
Yeah. The ley lines, all that stuff's
Yeah,
really
all that
interesting.
stuff is amazing.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting and it really, sent me into like, all right, I really got to pay attention to this now because this is what I'm, seeing. So I really did, and it's really amazing what's going on. So I just think that a lot of people don't understand what's happening, what's going on. But
Well, tomorrow's the big eclipse.
yep, it is.
Should be interesting.
And guess what? I mean, it's happening tomorrow, but what's going on is there's another 7 years for the next year. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, okay, God's giving you a warning. He's telling you, right? You got 7 years. I'm giving you 7 years to get your shit together. If you don't come back to me in 7 years, don't repent, then you're going to be judged. And I think the United States will be judged. Just like it happened before. Roman time, everything else. Go back in your history and look at it. So I think that he's going to judge us. He's going to give us this. Here's a warning. It's a warning. If you don't realize that he's warning us, that we need to really forgive us, and we need to repent, really, but we need to just, like, understand that we've done wrong, and then we can actually come up from that and understand. But I don't know. Because we only have 7, that's what's happening. In the next 7 years, there's going to be another eclipse, which is going to come from a different direction, which is completely unbelievable, because it's almost like, how did that happen? How can it come from there? But that's what's going to happen. It's going to come across that direction. It's going to absolutely make a mark right on X. It's going to be right there.
Yeah, the next one makes an X. This is actually lined up on the 33rd parallel.
Right.
And it also runs through 7, I believe it's 7 cities named Salem.
Right. Salem,
From
Salem,
Salem,
is the
Oregon,
first city it runs through.
to Salem, South Carolina.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't know. There's something up. There's
something up with this.
The whole
Absolutely.
eclipse
There's
thing
no
that I'm
reason
just,
why.
it's not right. Something's not right. I don't even know if I buy it.
See, something's up. But
Something's
most
definitely up.
people don't really realize that there's something up. Because all this, what you're talking about is, the 7th seal, 7, 7 is a very important number, for one thing. But
apparently there's 7 years of tribulation. But then I've also been told that nowhere in the Bible does it say 7 years of tribulation.
So
I don't know.
So I don't know neither. I'm where you are. I don't know. I know something's up. Because there's no reason for this to be the way it is, or that it's not to be an issue. There's something going on. And it's big. And it's bigger than we think. We're just stupid little humans. And I think there's something big going on. I believe it because of what I can see. What I can see is there's something going on. It's going to be big. And it's going to be something that human beings are not going to expect. But it's going to happen. I believe.
I agree. This whole I'm that crazy one that actually sits back and thinks, this could be this could all be fake. They could be working up to a fake rapture, They, I just don't trust anything at all anymore. It's terrible. I tear it apart in my head. I'm like, well, this could all be fake, They could set all this shit up. They could do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
They've got the technology. I mean, they can do it.
Absolutely.
Holograms. They could create an alien invasion if they wanted to.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
But what I have to say right here, right now, is that I love you because you're objective. You understand. You're thinking outside of the box. You know, there's not a lot of people who do that. That's a very important thing. You're thinking outside the box. And I love that. I want more people to do that so that we can get to where we're going.
There's just too much going on right now. There's just, I mean, there's so much. You know, they're tearing down statues. They're trying to take down Nathan Bedford Forrest here in Nashville, and I mean, it's just
I know.
this whole Obama's little race war really caught fire again, and I just don't see anything at all, of anything anymore.
Well,
To
that's the
start
thing.
over,
They're just
we're gonna have to
trying
burn
to
this
take
we're gonna have to burn this motherfucker down.
they're trying to take over all that shit. They're not going to be able to, but you know, they're trying. And they don't want no Confederate flag, no blah blah blah. They hate that, but it's not going to work.
Oh my, hey, you know my daughter, she'll be going to high school next year, and the school that she would go to would be called the Sullivan South Rebels. That's their name. That's been their name forever. They have a rebel flag on everything. You know, it's the school mascot has a rebel flag. The kids fly them off their trucks on game days. Now they're taking that shit off. The kids can't fly the rebel flags off their truck anymore.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
exactly true. That they don't want any of that around here neither. Where I live at, yeah. They don't want someone, you know, flying a rebel flag at all. That's
Well, I don't want to see their. Well, you know what? I don't want to see their fucking little rainbow flag either. So, you know, tit for tat. I don't want to see that fucking shit. It's offensive to me. Take down Barack Obama's statue. That's fucking offensive to me. So get
I
rid
know.
of it. You know, if that's the way it's going to be, then it needs to be fair on both sides. They tear our shit down. We tear their fucking shit down. Fucking let's
They
just go
want
at
to
it.
take our stuff down. We're going to take theirs down. That's what we should be doing. Take their shit
But
down.
that's
They don't
ridiculous.
have
That's ridiculous though. But that's ridiculous. That's like shit kids in elementary
Shouldn't
school
have
do.
We shouldn't have to actually do this, but you know,
No.
the way it is right now is we have to because they're a bunch of freaking idiots, and we're gonna have to like wake them up to the fact that hey, you know, this is reality. This is history. What the fuck happened to history? Why are we destroying?
Well, you can't. Made a post the other day, and you know, this is the truth. They can tear down every damn thing. They want to just off the subject, they want to sandblast Stone Mountain, which is ridiculous. But anyway, they can do all this shit. They can sandblast Stone Mountain. They can take the statues down. It does not change history. Bottom line. Just because you can't see it with your eyes doesn't mean it didn't happen. And there is no way in hell that they can change history unless they want to go play at CERN and do some Mandela effect shit. It's not going to happen. So it's just a waste of time and energy. It's just ignorance.
I know, stupid, ignorant, bullcrap.
Can't change history, people. I mean, damn.
No,
God knows
man.
they won't let us fucking forget it. I mean, come on.
So ridiculous.
I mean, how they won't let it go? They'll never. I mean, so how are you going to erase the shit that you can't stop dwelling on? I never owned any slaves. I never grew any cotton. I'm not going to fucking take this bullshit. I didn't do it.
Absolutely. See, I'm with you. I never did that neither. So, why is it on me? I never did that. I never would. I would never So why are people so convinced that slavery, blah blah blah? They go on and on, but it's not about that. It's actually a bigger picture than that.
Well, if they just history lesson or bothered to research it, a black man sold the first black slave. I mean, we didn't do this. I mean, we did, but fucking we didn't start the shit.
Yeah,
I don't care.
it's like I didn't do it. I didn't enslave anybody. I didn't do any of that. And I want people to understand. Hey, I didn't do that stuff. Let's move beyond that now. Let's figure out how we're going to save what's left of humanity. How are we going to do that? Because if we don't figure out how to do that soon, it's over. It's over for everyone. It's not, just black, white, whatever. It's over. Hispanic, Indian, I don't, you can put all that there, but it does not matter about that because it's
The
all
only
about
the only people that have a leg to stand on, and you probably read this post the other day, is the Native American. They are the who should have anything to say because this was their land and they came and had it taken away from them, were corralled off in little bitty plots of land. And I mean, we don't see them out here acting like Black Lives Matter. And if anybody's pissed, it's the American Indian.
absolutely.
So I don't even want to hear this Black Lives Matter. I'm sick of it. I'm going to start saying Natives Lives Matter. Shit. So want to get mad about something? Get mad about. Let them get mad about that.
That's awesome.
Crybaby
Because
over
you
it. I'm
super,
over it.
I know, I'm over it too. I'm sick of all this bullshit about black lives, white lives, all this other stuff. It's just ridiculous. And so we should understand, hey, that's a joke, man. It's a dividing thing. It's a dividing factor.
Mm-hmm.
We should all need to
Mm-hmm.
understand. But no one seems to gather that fact that they're just doing that to us on purpose. It's not by some kind of mistake. It's done on purpose. Divide and conquer on purpose. They do not want us to come together. They do not want black people,
Yeah,
white
I'm
people,
sure
whatever.
all the other countries. All the other countries are probably they're probably sitting back with popcorn and watching this like a damn soap opera over here. You know, I mean, damn.
Because we're so damn stupid, but they can't. They're like laughing at. That's because we can't figure out how to, you know, what's being done to us. That's the thing. It's being divided. We're being divided on purpose. Why can't people see that this is what's happening and actually do something about it? So there's all these issues that are happening, but it's like divide and conquer. Definitely, you're racist, you're a fascist, they name all these things, but that's all garbage. I'm not a fascist, I'm not a racist, I'm not a nobody like that. I'm not a realist, I'm not a none of that. But see, what they want to put that, label that onto you so that you can't, get anywhere. That's what they want to do. So it's just like you're uh, against the other person all the time. That's what they're gonna do. Divide and conquer. They've always been doing this. They've been doing it forever. Nothing's ever changed. It's always
Well,
been
it's pretty
divide and
divided.
conquer. It's always been divide
It's
and conquer.
pretty divided.
So as
It's a
we
it's a
know,
powder keg right now. It really is.
Saturday, it's a divide and conquer effort that they're involved in it, that we are not really. I mean, I see it, but many people don't. They don't see how much they're dividing and conquering, and that's what the Civil War. We're coming to a Civil War. We are. It's just not. It's not
It's
what
a
people see.
distraction. It's a distraction. It's to keep the people distracted. What I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, but not about that. There's something else, and I don't think it's North Korea. I don't think Lil Kim is a threat.
I don't know. All I
I
know is that
really
there is a
don't.
distraction. You're right.
Send him Dennis Rodman. We send him Dennis Rodman and some high heel shoes, and he'll be happy. We don't have to worry about Lil Kim.
He's a part
I don't
of.
think. I think that's
It's,
bullshit. Who?
it's part of it, but it's just like wow, it's just incredible. So I'm not really too worried about it. I know that my good friends like you, I care about and I love, and that's all that matters. So I'm not really too much worried about it. I'm worried about my friends I love, care about. I know you're one of them. Because there's some amazing things that I can see that I haven't seen, with others. And as much as the world is corrupted, you have to think about that. It's so corrupted, but there are few that actually see the truth. There are not many that do, and I'm so blessed to have people that see the truth. That's a blessing. So I'm so blessed by that. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Well,
So
that's
thank God
that's
for
all
that.
you should have to worry about. That's the only people you should really, I mean, have to worry about. Your friends, your family, your loved ones. The rest of these, they're asleep. Just leave them. It's really too late. They're so fluoridated and GMO'd out. And, I mean, they're television watching. You just can't. It's impossible to wake those kind of people up. And it's not worth your energy to even try anymore. I mean, I hate to be that way, but that's just the way it is. Don't waste
Yeah,
your energy. Let them. That's less you got to worry about in the end. They'll be the ones that die first. So just
yeah,
sometimes you
true.
just got to say how you
Yeah,
can do,
that's
and that's all you can do. You can only do what you can do. Period.
that's all I'm gonna be able to do is try to do what I can do and tell people what I believe, and then there we go. So it's just that. Then it's all I can do. Tell people the truth. There, people will not understand. Beyond it, beyond what I'm saying, understanding of where things are, what's going on in the
Hmm.
world, the real world, where we are now. So I have to. It's hard because I have to get them people to understand this. Well, it's okay. It's okay because if I lose and I don't really get through to those people about what's really going on, it's okay because I try. I try. So for me, trying to get through to people in this world that we live in, which is incredibly dangerous, incredibly whatever you want to call it, it's
Hmm.
incredible. I still try. So at least what I understand through the Lord as I am saved. And the reason why I'm saved is because I try to wake people up to truth. I mean, that's what it says. Biblically speaking. So that I did try to tell her. It's
And
not.
that's all you can do.
Right. I'm not gonna have the blood. Right, like it says, I try, spend time to try to do that, and it's not. In the end, the blood's not going to be on your because you try. Right? So he says that if you do this, you put this out, and you try to tell everybody about warn them. It's not your blood. It's not going to be on. It's not going to be on your. Basically, what he's saying. He said that. It was clear, and you read it, it was clear about that. So basically, you're like, all right, you tried to help somebody to understand faith, have understanding of what's happening.
Hmm.
You did all that, but yet you didn't get through them. It wasn't your fault. So in other words, you don't have to have that on your hands. It's not on your hands. It's not on you. So you try. So if you try to lift people up, you try to get people to turn to God, let's say, and you do it in a way that you believe. Okay, you do it in a good way. Doesn't see in the problem is that it's not a problem at all, actually, because you're saved. When you do that, you try to save somebody, and they don't take it. It's not your fault. It's not my fault that when I tried to save somebody, that they didn't understand what I was telling them. Because they lost. I didn't know, but yet he talks about it. It's very biblical. And he talks about it
Right.
exactly all that stuff. So for people not for non-believers of Jesus Christ, okay, that's where that is for. It's not. I believe in Christ. Jesus Christ is real. It's all surreal. And there's a major thing going on right now, and spiritual and major battle happening between us and everything else right now. People don't want to believe that, so they're just going to be easily, that's not real. Whatever. That's how people are going to be treated. That it doesn't exist. Well, no, it does, and it's so important. It's so important that they will never understand how important that is because it is real, and they're not going to understand that this is really the Lord Himself, Jesus Christ Himself, is going to be here for us very soon. It's not going to be some kind of illusion or some kind of division. No. He's not going to do that. He's going to come and He's going to show Himself before everybody because no one believes it. And I don't understand how people can't how people can sit around and not believe that Jesus Christ is your Savior. He is your Savior. He is the one that saved humanity. And everybody should know that. But they won't. They won't believe it either. So there you go. Won't believe it. Look, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Other than Him, that you can be saved. Other than Him, there's no way. There's no way. Because He told you. Because when you see, for me, okay, everybody talks about all stuff. And all these different things and blah blah blah. Doesn't even matter. When you find yourself, you find yourself believing in heaven. You believe in Jesus. When you believe in Jesus Christ, when you can take that into your heart and you can truly believe that, then everything changes in your life. So I truly believe Jesus Christ is real. He is real. He did do what He did for all of us to be free of our sin. When that happened, which no one seems to believe, that's the truth. No one seems to believe that. But He did do that. You know, he sacrificed His life for everybody to be free of all sin. Do you understand? We are sinners. We are all sinners. There's no way out of it. We all commit sin. There's no way that someone's not a sinner in this world. It's not possible. Because we all are. No man can live up to the glory of God. It's impossible. You can't do it. So no man can live up to the glory of God. Simple. But the point of it is here, for me, is that we're all sinners. We're all sinners. We're not perfect. You're going to make a mistake. So if I say, I'm a man of God, I'm a man of, blah, blah, blah. No, that's wrong. Because we're not. Because you can't. You can't. There's no way that you can do it. We all are sinners. We all have to live up to the glory of God. We cannot do what people think we can do, and it's not going to happen like we do. So it's just an incredible thing to think about. We are what we are. We are human beings that are beings. We can't live up to the glory of God. We cannot do that. Because we're not capable. There's no way we can. Because the Lord is pure. Jesus was pure. Never committed any sin. Never committed any sin. Okay, according to what they're telling. And I know that. He never committed a sin. So if He didn't commit a sin, not one sin He did not commit, then how am I supposed to be? I don't know how I'm supposed to be here because I am a sinner. I've committed sin, right? Over and over again. I've committed sin. I'm not. So really, what's going on is it's a lot of different things that people don't understand, or they can't subscribe to. I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner, yeah, and definitely, I commit sin, no doubt about it. Not a perfect person, so I'm just going to show that and then show sin. That's where I do commit sin, and maybe the grace of the Lord will show everybody else, where I cannot I can be a different person and not a sinner for everything. I'm not a sinner. I don't sin on everything, but I'm a sinner, right? So these are things that are not being taught. So people need to see these things and be taught these things. You know? They're not being taught. That's not happening. They don't want to talk about it. They're sinners. I'm a sinner. You're a sinner. We're all sinners. We're all sinners. And we're all going to have to come together in the end. We're all going to face it in the end. We're all going to face it. We're all going to face God, in the end. So we're all sinners. We're all messed up, okay? But we know that. And I know that. So that point of it is that, hey, I can celebrate being who I am. I can celebrate this or I can celebrate that. But I do know that I'm a sinner and that I have to put my life, my soul before the glory of God. I have to do that. I have to realize that. Most people won't ever do that. They won't comprehend that. But I do. And what I'm telling everybody is, hey, put your heart right there because it's important. It's super important that you put your heart where God wants it to be. Otherwise, you're done. So, anyway, it's just seriously important that people get right and they get get right with the Lord. And no matter how bad it seems, they need to get right. If I'm out of line, that's all cool and everything. I'm not worried about it. But I might be out of line because, whatever. People don't want to hear this shit. The truth is, that's what it is.
I don't think
They don't want to hear
you're
it.
not out of line.
They don't want to hear it. So really, I'm just trying to help people. But if it's fine if they don't want to understand, fine if they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So if no one wants to understand that,
Right.
and then it's like, God, no one wants to understand that, and then it's like, God,
At least you tried.
what?
At least you tried.
Listen, Linda, that I truly love you and care about you, right?
I do.
You mean a lot to me. And you're somebody special to me. So when I actually say stuff like that, it's like it's not a joke. It's not a metaphor or something. It's for real. And see, a lot of people don't understand that stuff. They don't understand it. Why is it real? Why? It's a real thing. And it's because of what we have to offer. It's because of what we understand. So, to me, that's an incredible thing. But most people don't see it that way, right? They don't understand. But to me, it's incredible. It's like, are you serious?
Right.
This is real. We are friends. We are companions, or how we understand each other is amazing. It's an incredible thing. Most people can't grasp that. So there's a lot of things
No.
there's a lot of things that people don't understand about this stuff. But I really understand it. I understand. It's incredible. But we can grasp is incredible. So I'm glad that I met you. I'm glad that you're a part of my life because it's cool. Think about who we are. Think about what we know. Think about all those things that are so amazing, right? Because we have this
Right.
ability to connect with each other, which most people can never do, and it's serious, and that is people are. I would never discredit that because it's very important. I think it's amazing, but that's us, and that's me or you, or whatever. But here I yawn. It's just amazing that we are friends. It's important that you know we're friends and that I know you and you know me, and we're part of this system. That we're all part of it, but it's just amazing. We have good friends. I don't know. So I guess that most people may not know that. I think there's the truth, between what I'm talking about right now. We're sitting there, I have to, I have this
Right.
best interest and all that stuff. So that's really cool. No matter what happens, we've got each other to rely on. And that's important. Most people don't. So there's
Yeah,
nobody
it
out
is. It's important to be able to have somebody to talk to about stuff nobody else talks about.
But who else wants to talk about it? Probably nobody, because they really don't want to get down to truth, and they don't want to be part of it. So it's just kind of hard. But I'm not looking at all this, seeing what's going on. The truth of it is so ironic that truth is right there, but no one wants to see it. So I guess it's kind of hard. But, it's hard for me. But I know that you are the type of person who talk about the show. You're ready to have fun, I know that. Ready to swing, ready to like, do whatever, So it's damn, but when you go like, all right, you have to. Now you're gonna have to put this thing in perspective. You know what I mean? Like now you're gonna have to,
Right.
it's gonna be, determined. You know what I mean? About what your reality is going to be, because we're talking about all this serious stuff, right? So now it's determined what you're going to be. Isn't that crazy? Think about it. No one thinks about stuff. It's unbelievable what we're thinking about and what we're happy to go through it. And actually, for it to be done. So, there you go. Okay. So there you go. So it's just basically it's amazing what's happening and how in depth it is for someone to laugh about it or just be
Yeah.
like, it's funny. It's really super serious and no one's really
Yeah, it's interesting, very interesting times.
Yep. Yes.
So many distractions.
Well, I want to let you go. I want to tell you how much I love you. Tell you you are. I love you.
I love you too. Yeah, I gotta go check on the kiddo.
Yep. And I want you. That's awesome. I love you though. I really do. I love you though. It's really important that you understand that. So everything that is going on is just a simple, stupid thing that really what it is really where we are. I love you. I love your kid.
Yep.
I love you. I want her to be happy. Don't you think that?
She's not. she's,
I'm happy.
she's not right now.
Of course not. But I want her to be. So you let her know that I'm telling her.
I know.
Just try to be happy.
I will.
Try to be happy.
I will tell her. She's gotten all kinds of gifts and super entertained.
It's awesome. Okay, let me tell you something. I love you. Jeremy,
Love you, bro.
I love
do.
you. I love you.
I love you too.
You're amazing. And me and you and people who think like us that are going to make a difference. I really want to let you know that.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I believe in you. I love you. And I love you.
All we can do is try.
That's right. All we can do is try. And so keep trying.
That's right.
Never give up. So it's an awesome thing. Let's do that. I'm losing my mind. So don't worry about it.
Well, it's quite the. I can understand why. A lot
I got my
going on.
tinfoil hat, you know.
A lot. Oh no, I missed that.
I'm just saying.
Well,
You're such a good person, and I appreciate your total commitment to me. Actually, that's what's interesting. Because you've just been totally cool and committed yourself, and never wavered. You never wavered. So you've always been really honest, and always been like committed to the truth and to me and stuff like that. That's amazing. So that's more important to anything.
I try to be loyal.
Huh?
I've got my loyalties. I definitely have my loyalties.
You've been really, really awesome. I have to say that you've never backed down, never been never going down, never been. There's a lot of stupid people on the internet, but you've never done that. So I have to say, you've always been honest, always been loyal, always been a friend. Never gonna deny that because it's true. That's awesome.
And I try to be drama free too.
Amazing. See, that's what's awesome about you. That's why I love you. That's why I love you, Linda.
Thank you.
Awesome. And it's a fact.
Ooh, all right, brother.
All right. I know.
Off here. I'm gonna go check
I gotta
on
go
Miss
to bed.
Maddie.
I gotta get up. Go to
Yeah.
work early.
I'm off tomorrow. Thank goodness.
Lucky. I gotta work.
Hey.
But anyway, listen, I love you.
I love you too, bro.
And I will talk to you tomorrow.
All right, be off, so I'll be around. Good night, all you YouTubers.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're a bunch of absolutely lost souls for the most part. So, but let's wake them up and let them realize what's going on. So, let them realize what's going on. So,
We can try.
try. Thank you. I love you, Lyndon. I will talk to you later. I love you, Lyndon.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah. I love you.
See you tomorrow. All right. Bye, babe.
Rub a dub dub, there's a troll in the tub. And it's about to go Vegas style. You gotta hit the jet scene. Oh yeah. Ever leave a live link open for the tub troll? Come in and take over your show, dude. You will. You gotta go Vegas style, baby. Live it up before the house comes crashing in. 'Cause you never know, there could be an eclipse tomorrow. Yeah, you never leave a live link open. Tub trolls got a hold of. You never know. Do all kinds of crazy stuff. Jeez. Have a tub troll show all of a sudden. Here, you know what? Let's blast them with some Stage 7. Oh, jeez. Wow, 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 wow. Stage 7. Everybody just calm down. Watch out. Got an eclipse tomorrow. Oh, it's cloud cover. Project Bluebeam kicking in. Tough trolls coming in. Tough trolls coming in. Hold on, everybody. Just hold on.